Now Chief of Police for Montgomery County, Tom Manger.
After 15 years of service to the residents of Montgomery County,
good morning.
Police Chief Tom Manger is calling it a day.
I really do think that I'm ready for what's next in my life.
The announcement came on the anniversary of his swearing in as chief back in 2004. Manger is the second longest serving police chief in Montgomery County. He will retire from the force on April 15th, and he told us his decision comes from the heart.
After 42 years, I really feel like I've had my time of that. And I'll tell you, the 24/7 responsibility, the stress that comes along with that, all of that, I think I understood that responsibility, but I'm ready for that to transition out of that as well. So maybe you should check back with me in a year and let me know how it's going.
Manger has spent 42 years in law enforcement and got his first taste of police work after graduating from the University of Maryland and working as a summer cop in Ocean City.
This job in Ocean City, which was great fun, taught me nothing about being a professional police officer, but what it did tell me was this was the right profession for me.
During his tenure as chief, Manger was the force behind the body-worn camera program. He said he implemented the program not in reaction to a crisis situation, but because it was the right thing to do. He's also proud of the impact he's had in making the culture of the department one of integrity and accountability.
And we identify a lot of people that have racial bias and other things. We don't hire them. I don't need those kinds of cops.
The speech you gave was really changed my view. I thought it was amazing.
I think we've learned over the years that every crime fighting initiative that we put into place, there's got to be a trust building component to that. And part of that is listening to the public. Part of that is getting the public's input about, well, what do you want from the police?
We need to hear from you when you see something suspicious. We need your cooperation when we do investigations.
I mean, what do you want us to do? And if you keep your ear to the ground and you keep listening to the public and understanding what they want, I think you can deliver police service in a way that encourages folks to partner with the police.
But he said his proudest achievement was closing the case of the Lyon sisters.
This case has been looked at many times through the years as we worked to give answers to the Lyon family and bring justice to this case.
You know, something that went unsolved for 40 years and impacted this community so greatly back then, and something that the community never forgot about. And the fact that we could finally bring that case to closure was a big deal.
I appreciate the opportunity to come before the council and talk.
Manger said he will be happy to assist County Executive Mark Elrich in the search for his successor. When he leaves Montgomery County, he will oversee the Major Cities Chiefs Association in Washington, D.C. Sidney Katz chairs the council's Public Safety Committee. He says Manger's announcement didn't come as a big surprise.
He is an absolutely terrific person. He certainly brought so much to the safety of all of Montgomery County. He's somebody that will certainly be greatly missed. I certainly am sorry to see him retire, but I'm not surprised. It's a very, very tough job. I mean, you know, people talk about a job that's 24/7. That job is 25/8. I mean, you're constantly under pressure.
Chief Tom Manger says he'll miss his colleagues and says he will keep up with the goings-on in Montgomery County, but only as a civilian.
I'm going to read about or hear on the news about some case that we have, and I'm going to think, well, what's going on with it? What leads do we have? Who's working on it? You know, what's going on? And not being in the loop and not having people brief me on those kinds of things, I'm going to miss that. I'm going to want to call one of my detectives and say, so what's the story? What's going on with this? And they're going to say, well, you know, you're not the chief anymore, so we can't tell you. And so I'm going to have to start, getting used to that.
Reporting from Gaithersburg, I'm Susan Kenedy.